Hey, what is up, my sexy viewers? It is Size Matters. This is going to be the very first nothing to something video. Hopefully, I'll get a lot of those questions out of the way, like, what do I do? I've got this item and I want to go to this, like a knife or something, and I only have a key. How do I start trading? Hopefully, I'll get a lot of those questions out of the way in this video. It won't be very entertaining as far as, trades go, because I literally just started and I don't have any trades unless I get super lucky somehow. So, like I said in my previous video, I traded over 2 keys to this account, so it's all ready to go. I got rid of all the cases on this account, so any cases from now on, I'll be selling them for Steam Wallet, or I might be keeping them for in the future, maybe when I want to open some cases. But that'll be way off, like when I have some keys to throw around. Obviously, you're not right now because I got 2. Also, things like weapons, I might be selling, like all these weapons here, I might be selling for Steam Wallet. A lot of them are like 10 cents or less, but it's all about building up your Steam Wallet to an extra key. An extra key can help you a lot. Actually, when you're really, really low, it can help you tremendously. So that's what I'll be doing with all my cases and weapons. I also want to be talking about some of the things you should be doing as a person that doesn't have a lot of stuff, and how to trade and things like that on Csgo Lounge. So let's go ahead over to Csgo Lounge and I'll show you what I'm doing currently. This is all experimental right now because I didn't start off in CSGO trading at lower. This is all new to me, but this is how I'm going to personally do it and how I think it'll probably work the best. So I might change it up in the future. I may find something that works a whole lot better. I'll tell you guys that in a future video. But as of right now, this is how I'm going to be doing it. So, as you'll see on here, I've got a bunch of weapons that you've probably seen in game before. That's how I chose it. All these skins are very popular. All the guns are very popular. All these weapons are used in almost every game. You always see someone using an AK, an M4, a Glock, a P90, every game, because those are just really popular weapons. And with popular weapons, people are going to want skins because they're tired of looking at the same dull default skin every single game. They're like, oh, I want a skin now because it'll make my gun look cooler. So that's how I sort of chose these. I'm like, what guns are going to attract people and what guns are going to be traded a lot. So all these guns on here, for the most part, are worth 3 keys. I am trying to buy them for 2 keys, which is 1 key below. And if somebody doesn't know the price of the item or wants to sell it really fast, then they'll probably trade me and be like, here, I'll give you this for 2 keys. It's fairly common. A lot of people do that. A lot of people quick sell things because they want keys, because keys are king. Like, if you have keys, you can persuade people. You can control a trade if you've got the keys to back it up. Like, I've gotten things that were worth 100 keys for only 70 because people want keys. Keys are the best. It's currency. People would rather have cash than holding on to an item that is worth a certain amount of value. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just telling people, I'll give you cash for this, but it's a little bit less. And then I hope to resell it for the actual price because I'll be patient enough to actually sell it. So that's how I set up this trade. I'll also go into how I sort of pick these items. So I went to steamanalyst.com and I went to listings. I showed all of the entries, all the weapons in the game. I sorted it by listing price, and then lowest, there you go. And then I scrolled down until I found things that were around $7 to $8. So I just looked in here. I'm like, oh, well, here's a P90 Asimov field tested. A lot of people are probably going to want that skin because P90 is popular. Asimov is really popular. So, you know, this is going to be a good thing to put on a trade to try and get. So an Orion, USP Orion, definitely not well worn. So that actually brings me to my next point here. You don't want to be buying and selling guns, especially that are less than field tested. Usually field tested is like the breaking point for me, at least, because field tested, it looks all right, like, and people are going to want to buy it. But anything below field tested, it's like, why is someone going to want to buy a well-worn gun that is really cheap when they can just buy something else that is better? I mean, why are they going to want to lug around this ugly ass skin into every game? Like, they're not going to want to buy it. So field tested is usually my breaking point for low tier items. I wouldn't recommend buying anything below field tested because it's like, why, dude? And even with knives now, like, I don't buy anything that's below minimal wear for knives because I know, I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends. I do buy field tested, but it depends on, you know, the price of the item and how much I can get it for. Usually I'm not going to buy things that are below field tested ever because it's hard to sell them. Like a well-worn Orion, that's going to take me like a week or maybe more to sell, and that's a gun. The gun that's worth like maybe 3 keys. That isn't worth my time at all. You've got to judge what's going to be worth your time or not, because like if the profit isn't worth the time, then you shouldn't ever buy an item. Alright, so and this one's the one that I actually chose. It's a factory new Desert Strike M4. It's selling for around $8. So that's a pretty good thing to buy if I can get it for 2 keys, because I can definitely sell that for 3 keys. So you can do whatever you want here. You can pick whatever you want. I recommend, if you don't know what the skin is, don't buy it. Oh, I didn't choose this one. It's a Griffin. I know the Griffin is a brand new M4 skin, so I know this is going to be traded quite often. So making a trade for this, maybe like 2 keys, and selling it for 3 keys would be pretty good, because a lot of people are probably, 1, going to be unboxing this, and 2, going to want to be buying it because it's a brand new skin. So this is probably a really good item to put on a trade if you want to do that. So yeah, that's basically what I did and how I set it up. That's all I know to do in this video for now, because like I said before, I haven't got any trades yet, obviously, because I put this trade up like, you know, a few minutes ago. So yeah. Oh, I also wanted to talk about coins. I'm gonna be using coins on this account, simply because the auto bumper every 30 minutes is like god tier. It's amazing. You need it on CSGO Lounge. I think I've said this several times in several different one of my videos, but it's amazing because you don't have to sit there and bump a trade by yourself. And, you know, whenever somebody's searching for something, maybe they want, like, I don't know, this, maybe a factory new Night Bayonet stat track. As you can see, this guy bumped 11 hours ago, and he's at the top of the page, whereas everyone else that's lower is, you know, not going to be picked first. Because obviously if you're searching here, you're going to be like, oh, he's the first guy, I'll check his trade first before anybody else's. So yeah, it's just it's amazing. I recommend getting it if you're going to be trading it all on CSGO Lounge. Get an auto bumper. It's only like, I spent $5, and I mean, $5 isn't a lot for me. So I don't know. I guess it depends. You don't necessarily have to spend $5. Like, it's 75 coins, and let's see, $1 gets you 100. So you could literally buy one auto bumper for $1. And if $1 is a lot to you, then I don't think you should be using a computer, because wow, I don't understand. Anyways, that's pretty much all I wanted to say in this video. I hope you guys learned something. I mean, I'm sure somebody, at least somewhere, learned something from this video. So yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.